So I'm just waiting for this meeting to start, and then good morning. My name is Diana, and I am a 14th year teacher in the state of Illinois, and welcome to my channel. Good morning. As you can see, I got my Starbucks this morning because I needed it. So it's been a while since I've come on here, and I guess not too long, but a few weeks since I've come on and did a nice little vlog for you guys. October was just a busy month, and what's crazy is that I did record content, here and there and stuff like that, and I probably had like a week's worth video, but I just kind of felt like the content that I was creating or recording, I guess you would say, it just kind of felt like a little like rushed, or it was just like do it to do it, not with any intention. And so I don't know, I just kind of felt like it just wasn't something that I wanted to put out there. So I kind of just took a little break because we had so much going on, like in the month of October. We obviously had Halloween last week, and then my kid's birthday the weekend. It was the 27th that we had their birthday party, and then we had Halloween, and then we just came back from vacation yesterday. We went out of town to Utzberg, Wisconsin, and so we didn't really like do anything crazy. We just went to an Airbnb and kind of stayed there for a couple of days, celebrated my son's birthday, and then got back last night around 6, but then we kind of hung out at my mother-in-law's house, and then we cut a cake for my son, saying him happy birthday and whatnot. And then what else? And so we didn't get home yesterday until like 11 something. It probably would have been later, but the clocks changed the day before, so we were actually we gained an hour or whatever. So but yeah, so it was just a hectic week or month per se. So it was just kind of hard to like really throw in a lot of stuff that I was needing to throw in and stuff. But anyway, so today was like the first day that I was like, oh, okay, I can kind of sort of record, even though my life is still in shambles, meaning my house is a wreck. We got back last night. I didn't unpack anything. Like everything is just in the living room, just put somewhere. And so like I just had got up this morning. I had to get like my kids clothes and things like that, and make sure that they were okay for school today, because they didn't go to school Friday. They went to school Halloween, but then they didn't go to school Friday because we went out of town. So I didn't go to school either. So I mean, from what it looks like, my sub was decent. I heard, I didn't hear anything bad, but I also haven't been to school yet, so I don't know. But my colleague told me that she said for the most part, she said they were pretty quiet on the other side of the fence. So I was, kind of happy to hear that. But I just feel like I'm just so grateful because everything that has been happening this month is finally over. Like, the birthday party is over, my kid's birthday in general is over, Halloween is over, and like the only thing now this month is Thanksgiving break, which isn't something that I plan because I don't cook Thanksgiving by any means. My mother-in-law and their family kind of do all that, so I'm fine with that. And then my boyfriend's birthday, but other than that, that's about it. There's nothing really too crazy going on. So but yeah, so that's pretty much what my life has been personally. Professionally, things have been decent. The kids are they've been a little bit more rambunctious of late, and so I was telling my coworker, I have to kind of get to being not so nice. And I mean, I guess it wasn't that I'm nice, like I said, I get along with the kids pretty well, but I haven't really been as mean as I normally can be, and so I think they haven't really experienced that, and so I'm gonna have to kind of start throwing myself in there. But overall things have been okay. My principal's coming to observe me, I think, next week, so I have my observation next Tuesday. So I kind of need to get myself rolling for that, especially since I'm going to be doing math, which I have not taught in forever. Meaning, I'm teaching it this year, obviously, but I mean, I haven't really taught it, in a while, other than this year in, 7 years. And so, so it'll be interesting. And then, with our curriculum, it's very traditional. It's not a lot of hands-on, and so that kind of just worries me, because I have that. I mean, even though it seems like he's okay with kind of the traditional way of teaching, and it seems like my district overall is that way, I just have that fear of being in CPS, where, well, for those of you that don't know, the Chicago Public School System district, and just having that fear of how their observations are expected and anticipated, and just a lot of hands-on stuff, a lot of group work, a lot of just movement. It's not just you giving them a lesson, taking notes and whatnot. It's more engagement, so to speak, I guess. And so I always worry about that it's not going to be enough, but whatever. Anyway, so but yeah, so I think this week we are doing all review because our semester ends at the ending of this week, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, so it ends at the end of this week, and so my partner doesn't really want to do any other math or any other new units until the end of the semester, which is fine. So it'll be all review this week for math and everything. So I'm assuming next Monday is when we'll kind of start doing all of the units for everything, because we have a new unit for science, we have a new unit for math, and I think we'll have a new unit for ELA. So it'll all be new grades, whatever. So yeah, so I think today I'm just gonna do I never got the opportunity to do the decimals, the game of life. So I think I'm gonna end up doing that with them today, because our new unit that's coming up, or our new section, is decimals and percents. And so I figured, let's just kind of, bog down on the basics of decimals and stuff like that. I don't know, kind of refresh their memories with place value and things of that nature. And so I think that's what we kind of need to do. But yeah, so that's pretty much what's going to happen this week. We do have tomorrow off because of election day, so we are a voting site or whatever. So I think a lot of the schools around here do have the day off. It's crazy because in CPS I don't think they do have the day off. So I mean, their schools are a voting site, which is so interesting to me that like people can come in to vote, but then they still have the school open for kids, which I don't know, here it's a little different. They don't have that. So it'll be interesting. But yeah, I'm just grateful that I'll have that day off because I am like super tired. As you can see, like I didn't put makeup on this morning. I look tired. So, but anyway, we're going to get through the day. So hopefully you guys had a great weekend. I missed you guys and I'm glad to be back. And sorry, this one was a long monologue in the beginning because just kind of catching you up to speed. But yeah, I'll check in with you guys later and hope you guys are having a great day. Which one are we doing? Fix my mistake 500. Ooh, that one's a little tricky.
It's 7?
So how's it going? I am currently sitting in my classroom. As you can see, today is our early day, so we get out at 2. Well, the kids get out at 2 and then we stay till about 3:45. I have a Zoom meeting, as you've seen. I'm just waiting to get on. And so today was, oh, look at my hair, it's so crazy. Today was a day, and not in a bad way, but it was just, I'm grateful that we got out at 2. And we did some review for order of operations. We started doing some goal setting for our ELA unit because they have to do a big presentation at the end of the unit about goal setting and then utilizing a lot of the stories and stuff that we read to kind of help them with writing that goal. And then for science, we created our own invasive species, but we're still working on that, so we might work on that again on Wednesday because I don't think a lot of them finished. And then social studies, we kind of talk a little bit about electoral colleges because, like I said, we have those magazines that kind of tell us like how the elections like take place and what's the structure, not so much like the politics behind it, but like the structure of it. Like, you know, what is the electoral college? How is a president voted? Like what comes into a law? Like what each like branch of government is, things like that. So we worked on that a little bit today. So I'm just waiting for this meeting to start and then I can head home. So, but yeah, that was pretty much my day. I'll probably catch you guys in the car to kind of talk a little bit more about my day and then just kind of give you guys a rundown of what the rest of the week's gonna look like. We're not here tomorrow because of election day, so that's pretty nice, but it would be a lot nicer if this can go by a little faster, but see. Pray for me. Good morning and happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday. We already made it to hump day and I am so grateful for that. Yesterday, obviously I didn't, let me see this thing pushed all the way back. There we go. We didn't record because we were just at home yesterday. Yesterday was election day, so we had the day off from school. So I guess our school is a polling place, and so we we did not go into school. But I realized that a lot of people that I saw yesterday said that they didn't have school either. So I don't know if it was just they didn't have school or if they were an actual polling place. Because many years that I had been in Chicago, we never really got the day off for election day. And people that were coming in usually polled. They would come in and vote. They would just usually come in like in the mornings and stuff, or they would just come throughout the day. But I guess I could see where that might be an issue nowadays, especially with, you know, security and stuff like that. So I can only imagine that's probably why they don't have, my hair's so wet, gross. I guess I can tell like why they don't have, kids in the building or people in the building during those polling times or whatever. But anywho, yeah, so I mean, it's nice that we did have a day off. To be honest, it wasn't a very day off for me. Like, I didn't relax. I was home all day with the kids. My boyfriend went into the office, and so he took the car. And so since my niece started a new job, we don't have like a second car right now, so I couldn't really do anything with them. And then, like, I mean, we could have like went outside and stuff, but it was raining, so we couldn't just like walk places and stuff. And then, you know, I was gonna have my mom watch them so I can clean the house and stuff, but because I didn't have the car, I didn't get a chance to do that. So I mean, I still cleaned up and everything, just not as like much as I would have liked, because just the kids were there, and you know, it's like you can't do anything when they're there, because it's like they know, they're like, oh, you're giving something else attention other than me. And you know, it's constant asking for things and wanting things and fighting. And so yeah, so I didn't get to clean as much as I would have liked to have cleaned. And so that was like my dilemma. But other than that, I mean, I had a pretty good day overall. But like I said, I didn't get to relax, so it wasn't anything. Like my coworkers, her son had to go to, and then I was saying my kids didn't have school either. My coworker her son had school because he goes to a private school because he's in preschool. And so, yeah, it's funny because she was like, oh, you know, should I keep him home? And I was like, so she said she dropped him off. She got to go to the gym. She got to go get her nails done. And I'm like, well, I'm stuck at home with 2 kids. And a bunch of things that I have to clean up. Because like I said, we still have a bunch of gifts like that the kids got for their birthdays. And we kept it downstairs because, you know, my boyfriend wants to, he's like, oh, we should just keep it down here so that way we can see what they have upstairs and get rid of some stuff before we put more stuff in the playroom. But, you know, it's one of those things where it's just like, it's always nice in theory when he suggests things to do, but then he never follows through. So, so as of right now, we just have a bunch of stuff that's sitting downstairs that, you know, could go upstairs, but, you know, he asked that we keep it downstairs, so it'll probably be downstairs for months because he just won't do it. And that's just a reality, you know. He won't do it, or he'll just keep saying he's going to do it, or oh, I gotta do it, and oh, it's on my to-do list, but it just never gets done. Whatever. So but yeah, so it just makes the house look a little bit more messy because we have like our dining room table that's just got like pile of like toys, and I mean, they're not open, so it's just boxes of toys that, you know, that they haven't opened yet. And so they've opened a few things, and then we've put them back, and then we've put them back to the side or whatever, but everything else they haven't done, which is fine because, you know, kids, it's like, if it's up to them, they would play with something for 5 seconds and they want to open the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And so they've been pretty good about not wanting to open so many things. And my daughter keeps like playing with the same thing. So it's been nice. You know, we'll pack it up and then she'll just take it out and play it again because it's already open, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so I'm headed to school now. It says I'll be there. What time is it? It is 7:26. I think I'll probably be there. I'll probably be there by this makeup. I just noticed like makes me look so pale, or like so like, I don't know, flawless. Like I just look very, I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, so so I should be there probably at like 7:45, maybe, give or take. Maybe a little less, maybe like 7:35, I don't know. Which is fine, because this week is kind of like a wash, because our semester ends, or trimester. Our trimester ends Friday, which is the 8th. And so my colleague didn't want to do, I think maybe I mentioned this last, on Monday. She didn't want to do anything new, because she was like, I want to wait until, the trimester's over so we can start like our next unit in math and our next unit in reading and all that stuff. So we've just been doing like a lot of review stuff. Like we're finishing the unit for reading, but so like math we're not doing, so we're just doing review all week. And then like science, same thing. Social studies kind of like But yeah, so we're doing all these review stuff this week. And so I have a couple of games that like I'm having the kids play. And so, just like to do review and whatnot. And so that's kind of just where I'm at. And so like I downloaded this thing from TPT. It's called The Game of Life, and they're using like decimals, like adding and subtracting decimals to like come up with their salaries and things that they buy, and just kind of like budgeting and all that good stuff. So because next week we're going to be doing decimals and percents, and I think they're going to be converting, and so we kind of wanted to just get them reviewing with a lot of those things. And I gotta review like fractions, because kids just don't remember, even if. And then I got my observation next week, so it'll be nice that I'll be doing some new stuff, but I got a plan for that. So it's just gonna be a busy week. And then and then my kids are gonna go to my sister's house this weekend, so it'll be nice to kind of have that time, and I can actually plan it and stuff like that. So but yeah, so I'm headed to school. I will check in with you guys later to see how things are going. My daughter has gymnastics today, so I'll be leaving school and then heading home to take her to gymnastics. So, but all good. So I'll check in with you guys later. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you guys had a great Tuesday. It is the end of the day, and can't you tell, my hair is picked up out of my face, and I am driving home. So today was pretty good. It went by pretty quickly. Math was really good with the kids, as you saw. They really enjoyed the game. They didn't enjoy the tickets that they got, but they enjoyed winning the lottery, as well as they enjoyed getting paid. Every time I ring the bell, I was like, it was payday, and so they were really excited about that. So every time they heard the bell, they were like, payday. It was just interesting, just hearing them like budget and whatnot. But yeah, so it was nice. And then we finished doing, we didn't finish. We're working on our slideshow for goal setting for the ending of our unit, like not assessment, but like the ending project of our unit or whatever for this second unit. And then we're starting the the Giver, the read aloud for the Giver in the next unit. So I think it'll probably be into next week, Tuesday. And then, yeah, so, oh, excuse me, oh, I'm so tired. Overall, it was a pretty good day. Not too crazy. So I can't complain. So now I'm heading home. I'm gonna take my daughter to get her to go to gymnastics, because I think she has gymnastics today from 4:30 to 5:30. And so I think I'm gonna take her and then maybe take my mom home. I don't know. It's been so gloomy outside. It's just been really frustrating, because it's just like, yesterday it rained all day, and then today it's like, I don't know if you can kind of see in the background there as I'm driving, like the clouds are just so blah, and it just makes everybody want to just go home and go to sleep. But you know, that's not possible with a 7-year-old and a 6-year-old. I have a 7-year-old and a 6-year-old now. Yeah, but it's nowhere near possible, because they want your attention, they want your time, and yeah, so, but but overall, like I said, school was pretty good. I just have to kind of get myself together. We only have 2 more days before the weekend, and then next week is, like I said, my observations, and just a lot of things going on, so I have to just make sure that I'm planning accordingly. But yeah, so hopefully you guys had a great day, and if I don't check in with you guys later, maybe I'll check in with you guys during gymnastics class. If not, I will check in you tomorrow in the car, as usual. Good morning and happy Friday. I am so sorry that I did not record anything yesterday. My boyfriend hitched a ride with me in the morning, and he dropped me off at work, and then, like, you know, and usually I don't get there pretty early when he comes with me, because he just drags his feet. And so I got there just in time, I'd say around like 7:50. And then, you know, I had to get stuff or whatever going. So I didn't get a chance to chat. And then it was like the day just got away from me. And by the time I realized, I was like, oh, I have not chatted with my people this morning. So, but yeah, so today's a new day. It is Friday. We've been waiting for this all week. And so, I mean, even though we had a day off, and I don't know about you, but even with the day off, I still feel like the week is long. I don't know why. And you know, what's interesting is that a lot of other people have also expressed that to me. Like, a lot of the teachers at my school were like, you know, I'm just so thrown off this week, and it's just crazy. So, but nonetheless, yeah, just like I said, long day, or long week, I should say. And so I am happy that we are finally back at the weekend. And then, yeah, and then my kids, well, we're taking them out today to go see, excuse me, my boyfriend's friend. He has a son, and they didn't come to our birthday party because I think they were out of town or something. And so they ended up he ended up saying that, like, he wanted to meet up with the kids to give them their birthday gifts. And so, so I think we're going to meet them today at, like, the mall or something to give them their birthday gifts and just kind of have, like, pizza or something. And then I'm taking them to my sister's house because they're going to spend the night there. They're going to hang out with her until Saturday night, and then she's going to bring them back to me. And then we're going to hang out with my boyfriend's, like, aunts and stuff who are coming in from out of town. So, I mean, it's going to be a busy weekend for the most part, but the nice thing is that Saturday, that my kids are gone, hopefully I'll have some freed up time to kind of plan for next week. You know, next week is my observation, and so I have my pre-conference Monday, I have my observation Tuesday, I think I have my post conference on Friday, and then my mentor, because they assign us a mentor whenever we hold that thought. I'm at Starbucks. Hold on. Sorry about that. So, yeah, I was just grabbing my drink order. But yeah, so where did I leave off? Oh, so yeah, so I have my observation. Oh, so we have mentors in our school, and so like I guess when you're first new to the district, you get a mentor. Not necessarily that you need one because, you know, if you've been teaching a long time or whatever, but just kind of, I guess, in the sense of, I mean, it is always nice to be able to go into another teacher's classroom and just watch them teach, just to kind of see what they have, like, see anything that you can learn and take away from. Because, you know, I tell people all the time, I'm like, I don't care if I've been teaching 14 years, I always can learn something new. I'm not like completely good by any means, you know, we can always learn something new every day. So I'm observing her on Thursday, and then she's coming to observe me on Thursday as well. So it's just a lot of showing. Like, I almost feel like it's just a lot of putting on a show next week, you know, the dog and pony show that they want to come in and see. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. So I'm just gonna grab this Starbucks and head to school. What I have planned today is the kids in reading are gonna finish up. What are they gonna finish up? They're gonna finish up their slides for ELA, so they can finish up their like goal setting slides, and then they're going to we're gonna do math review for equivalent fractions, and then science, I think we're gonna do I think I printed out some stuff that we were gonna do for like deforestation, because we were talking about like invasive species, and so yesterday I kind of introduced them to talking about like human like the human impact on the environment, and how like these invasive species get there, obviously, because they're you know, they don't just get there on their own. Like, you know, we contribute to that, not intentionally, of course, but, or not always anyway. But, you know, so we kind of talked a little bit about that. So I think we're going to just talk about like deforestation, and then kind of just like talk about like that. And like, that's like one of the many ways that we, impact, you know, like the environment and stuff. So I think that's what we're going to do today. And then, math, I said equivalent fractions. Reading, we're going to do that. And then social studies, we haven't really kind of did, because we were doing these magazines for the elections, but now that's over, and we kind of need to get back to our cultural hearths, and we haven't done that. So I think we might kind of revamp into that, or we just kind of might do it next week. I don't know if we have time, only because I've been giving them time during reading and like social studies to be able to finish those slides, because I think Monday's like the last day that we're going to do everything. To be honest, I don't want to wait till Tuesday to kind of start doing everything again, because like right now, I was telling my colleague, I said I feel like I've always felt in like the schools where I'm coming up with my own stuff, because, you know, I'm not using a curriculum, and right now, Diana? Yes, awesome, thank you. And yeah, so I just kind of feel that way right now. And so I honestly don't want to wait till Tuesday, but, you know, she's wanting to wait till Tuesday, only because, like, she's got some stuff that she needs to finish up. So I'm, you know, just like stuck between a rock and a hard place, because I'm like, I want to just move on without her, but at the same time, like, it's probably not the best idea, because we kind of want to be on the same page. So anyway, but I just got my coffee. I'm going to drive to school. I'll check in with you guys later, see how the day is going. And I hope you are having a fabulous Friday. If you are not, make it a fabulous Friday. No one else can make your day but you. $3:21. It is the end of the day, and I'm in my car on my way home. It is great to be back at the weekend. Oh, how I've missed you. My wonderful weekend. So today was actually pretty good. The kids were good. We did the deforestation in the morning. The kids did a really good job at like researching and looking for, because we just filled out a graphic organizer about like a place that we talked about deforestation, and then we talked about finding a place that's taking place with that, and like why did they do that. And so they did pretty good with that. And then we did our school families, which was, you know, it was only like 20-ish minutes or so, but it was really nice. It is very interesting. So I have never taught primary. I've never taught anything below 4th grade. So I mean, I did like student teaching in first grade, maybe. Yeah, 1st or 2nd grade, but I want to say one of those two, but I want to say it was 1st. But anyway, so that was like the pinnacle point of me knowing that I did not want to do primary, because I originally was going to, my major was going to be early childhood education. And I am so grateful that I deteriorate. It's Friday, can you tell? I deterred myself from going that route because, and the reason being, it wasn't because I didn't like the little kids, because that was my thought process, that I loved the littles. How wrong I was. But it was more so the fact that I wanted to be more marketable. I was like, well, you know, because I think elementary education only goes up to like birth to like 3rd grade. And I was like, I don't want to teach. I don't want to just be limited, you know, because if I go to a job and they're like, oh, well, you're only certified to teach up to 3rd grade, like that's not going to help me. So I was like, you know what, we'll just do K to 8. I mean, obviously that checks all the boxes. I wasn't planning on doing preschool. So I was like, oh, you know, K to 8 would be perfectly fine. And so thank the Lord for me doing that, because I would have been so stuck. So yeah, so in my class family, or the school families, I guess, we have like some kindergartners, we have some 1st grade, 2nd grade, like we have a student or two from each grade level. And so it's really funny to like, because I do have one of my kids that is in 6th grade, that's one of my students. And so I always think that she's probably like, oh my gosh, you know, she's used to seeing me like be a 6th grade teacher, because I'm very sarcastic. I joke around with the kids. I make fun of the kids. And I don't mean in a bad way, but like I banter with them and I play around with them and stuff. And so, you know, the littles don't understand that. Like my kids are a different breed of animal, like my own personal kids, because I do that with them all the time. So they're kind of used to that. But like other kids that are not used to that, like when I say things, they take it seriously. Like they don't understand sarcasm, which is, you know, fine, because that's just the age group that they're in. But it just, yeah, I just don't mesh well with being a primary teacher by any means. And so, so just seeing them and having them in my room and them just being like, you know, having to talk to them like not 6th graders is always like weird and challenging for me. But I get it done, but it's just funny. During that like 20 minutes, I just constantly solidify that I could not be a primary teacher by any means. And God bless the primary teachers out there, because I know there's so many that love it and they're like, I can't do the upper grades. But I'm like, I was like, I need some skills. I can't have kids walking in with no skills. So yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I've had some 5th and 6th grader, well, not 6th graders, but I've had some 5th graders who have very minimal skills, but it's a rarity, or it's not as common as getting like the majority of your class not coming in with no skills. So, but yeah, and you know, just like the independency, I guess that would be my more thing. Not so much the skill, but the independency. I guess that's where I was trying to go with that. Yeah. And so it's funny because my counterpart, the one that I teach with, or that my other 6th grade teacher, she was a primary teacher, and she taught, I think before she left her school, she was either in 2nd grade or in 3rd grade. And so she said that like she didn't know what to expect, and she's like, I don't know if I could go back. She's like, I'm so used to this independence from these 6th graders that it's like, do I really need to go back to those ones where you gotta hold their hand? So it's a different breed of animal. But nonetheless, yeah, so that was our school families. And then we did our math lesson, which was It was pretty good. They did pretty good with the equivalent fractions. We mostly just did some games and just, like I said, some review. And then they started doing their slides for reading, which was nice because I kind of got to see where they were at with the slides, which some of them are doing pretty good. Some of them needed a little extra help and a little bit more explaining. And then we just went over grades because our end of our trimester was today. And so a lot of my kids wanted to know like what grades they got. So we kind of just had a little bit of conferences with that. So that was nice that I was able to do. And now I'm just like rushing home. I'm like not gonna make it. My daughter, she woke up this morning crying and she didn't want me to go, and she was like really sad, and I promised her that I would pick her up from school today. And I was like rushing out, and it was literally 3:07, and I was like, I forgot she wanted me to pick her up. So I jetted out, got all my stuff, but it's 3:22 and she gets out in about 3 minutes, and then my son gets out in about 8 minutes. But I wanted her to see me outside when she came outside, which is not going to happen, unfortunately, because there's like traffic right here. And I don't know if there's like an accident or if they're deterring people away. I don't know what happened. This just looks so bad. And I wanted to make it, and now I'm not going to make it. And now I'm going to have to go a different route. Yeah, it looks like, I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to try my best to get there. But I think I'm going to sign off here only because I don't really have much else for you guys other than, like I said, how our day went. And it was, pretty good week, pretty good day. And I'm legit ready for this weekend. So, yeah. So I hope you guys had a great week. I hope you guys enjoyed this week in my life. And I hope that you guys join me next week as we do it all over again. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to get that bell notification when I post a new video. And I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next one.